a fighter coming on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, do you come from a land down under, where women go and men wonder? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a land down under, where beat us slow and men chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. To say, I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? Because I come from the land of plenty. And he said, oh, you come from a land down under. Yeah. Women go and men wonder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Let's go out.
A new station alert has arrived.
Good evening. Please join the class of 2021 and stand for the national anthem performed by the Marana Symphonic Choir. Please be seated. Thank you, band. My name is Brianna Miller, and I am a Marana High School Student Body Officer. I would like to welcome everyone on behalf of the Marana High School Class of 2021. We are honored that you are joining us tonight for this important ceremony. I would like to start by welcoming and introducing our guests who are on the stage tonight. Members of the Marana Unified School District Governing Board, our President, Dr. Maribel Lopez, Vice President, Mr. Hunter Holt, Member, Mr. Tom Carlson, Member, Mr. John Lewandowski, and Member, Mr. Dan Post, who could not be here tonight. Also, I would like to welcome members of the Marana Unified School District Administration, our Superintendent, Dr. Dan Streeter, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Carolyn Dumler, Assistant Superintendent, Mrs. Kristen Reedy, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Dan Contorno, and I would like to recognize members of our school administration. Our principal, Dr. David Mandel, Associate Principals, Mr. John Deeb, Mrs. Sheila Nakarati, Mrs. Crystal Piscina, and Mr. Ben Roram. You will also notice our senior speaker, salutatorian, and valedictorian on stage. Our senior speaker tonight is Jens Roylance. Our salutatorian is Dia Patel. And our valedictorian is Lupita Sanchez Salcido. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Marana High School's 2021 graduation ceremony. As I said already, my name is Brianna Sky Miller, or as most of you may know me by, howdy, my name is Brianna Miller, your student body vice president. I wanted to take a moment to say congratulations to all the graduates and the families and friends here with you today and who will continue to support you through your steps moving forward after this. Congratulations to those graduates who have worked so hard the past 13 years to get where you are right now. I am so very proud of each and every one of you, and it is such an honor for me to be standing in front of such amazing faces today. I've had the privilege of seeing so many smiling faces every year being at Marana High School. The amazing staff who gave us golf cart rides to help us not be late to class and who let us lay down in the nurse's office for a few moments because we had a headache. This and much more proves how much the Marana High School team truly cared about every student here. Whether or not we were even allowed to be on those golf carts or skip class for just a few moments is a different story. Sorry if I just snitched on y'all. Personally, being a student at Marana High School has never made me feel more welcomed. I came to school happy because I was able to make friends and be myself without being judged. I loved the spirit at the school through spirit days and assemblies, and although it is not just the staff who created this encouraging atmosphere at this school we have loved for so long. You see, Marana High School has this extraordinary cycle, and the staff are only one part of it. The students at this school are what really make it stand out. I know what you're thinking, and no, it's not the tractors parked in the student parking lot every other week. It really is our incredible students. Albert Einstein once said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." The cycle that has been improved here at Marana High School will continue for everyone. No matter what happens in your life or what direction you go from here, just remember to keep moving forward. Nobody's cycle will be the same from here on out, but that is what makes you different from everyone else. Graduation is one of the most important milestones in a person's life, so you have already achieved so much for your future. Continue to achieve your goals and make the best out of what you have. Thank you so much for having me, and again, congratulations, class of 2021. I'd like to introduce the Marana Symphonic Choir to sing Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Following their performance, Jens Roylands, our senior speaker for this evening, will come to the podium.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low.
Ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
Remember the day I said Hello, class of 2021. Tonight is a triumph. My name is Jens Roylance, and I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to speak to you this evening. Being the youngest of 5 children, I've watched every one of my older siblings walk across this stage and receive their high school diploma. And every one of those graduation ceremonies was meaningful. Those nights were nights of accomplishment and achievement. But this year, well, I don't need to tell you that this year is different. This year, this night, graduation night is a triumph. We have done more than simply survive this pandemic. We have overcome. 15 months ago, our world came to a screeching, crashing halt. Due to high-risk members of my family, I didn't attend school in person for an entire year. I didn't go to church for an entire year. I didn't see my friends for an entire year. I felt like I had skipped that year, trapped in my house, cut off from the whole entire world. And I know that I am not alone in that experience. I know that every person on this field tonight has a story of trying to move forward when all life wants to do is hold you back. 3 things brought each one of us here tonight. 3 very wonderful things. Things that the world desperately needs right now. The first thing is hope. Hope is behind everything that we do. It's why we get up in the morning, ready to see what the day brings. It's why we go to sleep at night, fully expecting the sun to rise the next day. And whether or not we realize it, it's how we were able to persevere through months of severe and sudden restrictions on our normal lives. Hope is the light at the end of the tunnel, telling you that all things will turn out if you keep going. Hope tells us that this too shall pass, that brighter days are ahead. As each day passes, we see those brighter days shining in front of us, beckoning us forward. Each one of us has a role to play in that bright future, carving out a landscape for future generations. The world needs you. It needs the hope that if you keep trying, you will succeed. The world needs you. The second thing is courage. Hope won't get us far unless we have the courage to act. Courage is the will to try, even when your hope, that light at the end of the tunnel, is dim. I don't know about you, but some days I really didn't want to face what seemed like my millionth Zoom class in a row. It's those times that we had to see the task at hand and, even though it was hard, step up and do it anyway. It's been said that 90% of life is just having the courage to show up. This night is only possible because we had the courage to do just that. The third, and in my opinion, the most important thing, is resilience. Nelson Mandela said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." No one skates through life without challenges, disappointments, and pain. Life was meant to be hard, and we were made to overcome those challenges. Human beings are so much more resilient than we give ourselves credit for. When life knocks us down, we can rise up, and we will rise up every single time. This past year may have knocked us down, but our presence here tonight proves that we, each and every one of us, got back up again. I'm proud of that, and you should be too. When we are resilient, we show that resilience to the world. We teach others that they too can be resilient. The world needs that right now. Amazing things are going to happen in each one of our lives. challenging things are going to happen as well. Let us keep going. Let us embrace it all, the terrible and the great. We were meant for it all. It was all meant for us. In closing, I'd like to say that no matter what your individual experience has been, I know one thing. It wasn't easy. Yet here we are. And we aren't here by accident. We aren't here because we've been able to coast through the past year and a half, being spoon-fed our education. We had to want it. We had to work for it. We are strong. We are physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally able to take hit after hit and get back up again. Every single time. And tonight, we proved it. As I stand here, looking out at the class of 2021, I see hope. I see our courage. I see our resilience. And I see our triumph. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is my name is Dia Patel, and I'm your class salutatorian. I wanted to take a moment to thank you all for coming to celebrate this joyous occasion. My freshman year, I pictured our senior year playing out a very certain way. From getting lunch with my friends every day after school to spending our Friday nights screaming our heads off at football games, I assumed my senior year would be filled with those classic high school moments that we were always told about. I think most people would agree with me when I say that this has been a dreadful year. Graduation speeches in the past have included stories of proms, formals, and football games. However, this year we had to adjust to a brand new way of life full of Zoom calls, masks, and COVID tests, which consisted of massive Q-tips being shoved up our noses. Instead of reminiscing on a joy-filled high school experience, we are all sitting here today, collectively taking a deep breath and just being grateful that we're finally here. While we all had different expectations of how our senior year would play out, the experience of how it actually went is one that we all share together. If I could write a letter to my August self as I was just about to embark on the journey that has been my senior year, here's what I would tell myself. You're going to survive. All you need to do is have hope. This year is going to be filled with what seems like a continuous amount of challenges. There are going to be many different roadblocks and wrong turns that make this difficult journey seem never-ending. But just know that at the end of the year, you will no longer care about the schools that rejected you, even though that you think that they are your dream schools. You won't even remember the test that you failed, although in the moment, you'll be convinced that they'll ruin your life. Instead, you will be celebrating that you made it through a year where you had a plethora of challenges thrown your way and you were capable of surviving every single one. You need to remember that hope is the most important thing to hold on to during challenging times and also throughout the rest of your life. There will be so many situations where in the moment you will see no option but to give up. You have to persevere through those hard times and have hopes for better things to come because there is so much left for all of us to accomplish. You need to keep pushing through these hardships because each and every single one of us has the ability to change the world and seriously leave it a better place than we found it. There truly is light at the end of the tunnel, and being here on our graduation day after the past year proves that point beautifully. I would like to take a moment to personally thank the people who inspired me to always hold on to hope. To our teachers who have had to overcome their own obstacles of teaching under completely unprecedented circumstances, we can never thank you enough. It couldn't have been easy to teach a class when you were only met with black screens and silence. Thank you to my friends, Haley and BT, who never failed to make me scream and laugh while I would be having a breakdown at lunch over the smallest inconveniences. Thank you to my cousins and my brother for always listening to me complain and for sometimes actually giving me good and valuable advice. And finally, to my wonderful mom and my amazing dad for their endless love and support throughout every single phase of my life, the good and the bad, the nice and the ugly. You've always done everything in your power to ensure I have nothing but a bright future. Thank you for everything. To my fellow classmates, I wish each and every one of you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we must accept finite disappointment but never lose infinite hope. You being here today, despite everything we have gone through, is a demonstration of your hard work and resilience and is an amazing achievement in itself. This is the very mindset that helped me realize that even when it doesn't feel like it, better things are always to come. Congratulations, class of 2021. We survived, and now we can hope. The Marana High School class of 2021, selected based on GPA valedictorian, is Lupita Sanchez Salcido. Please help me welcome Lupita to the podium.
Oh my God, hey. Ooh, it's windy, okay. Hello everyone, it is with great honor that I stand before you today as your valedictorian. This year has met us with many challenges and has pushed us to grow and adapt to a level many of us were not ready for. I would first like to start off by thanking a couple people. I would like to thank all the amazing teachers who with tremendous patience have continued to show up every day, whether it be on Zoom or in person, to continue to cultivate an environment for learning. Thank you to the administration for always keeping us grounded these past 4 years. Thank you to all the amazing staff who keep our school running smoothly. Thank you to all of the friends and family who are able to join us here today. Your support means the world. And most importantly, thank you to all of you for showing up and getting the job done. When we are met face-to-face with struggle, it is very easy to cower off. The unknown is intimidating, and there are many times when change makes us feel helpless. I felt it too, especially this year, but I just want to make it extremely clear how undeniably proud I am of all of you for persevering and making it here today. In life, we don't have a choice in what happens to us, but we do have a choice in how we react. This year may have been the first time some of us realized the reality of this statement. Dealing with a pandemic, missing out on all those coveted senior events we had been waiting for since we were walking into the gym freshman year and met with a whole bunch of applause. We had to adapt and patiently struggle through Zoom meetings, the effects of isolation, and a fear of uncertainty. Instead of allowing ourselves to completely succumb to all the horrifying realities of the changing world around us, we made the most of it. We worked hard, and sitting here today with all of you is the result of all that hard work. There are some of us here today that had to learn the importance of how we react to our circumstances at an earlier age, I being one of them. Some of you may be sitting there, and upon hearing the fact that I'm valedictorian and student body president, formed your assumptions about me. You may have simply thought I'm smart, you may have thought I have an easy lifestyle that allowed me to do all of this, or you may have even thought that I have privileges that aided me in getting here today. But that is simply not the case. I moved to Marana when I was 3 years old, not knowing any English. I was raised in a household that primarily spoke Spanish, something that many would define as a setback. I remember having to go to ELL classes in kindergarten where every kid who didn't speak English came together and learned the language. I remember practicing all those songs about the days of the week and the month of the year when I came home from school. And eventually, I was a pro. This is the first time I learned that I could truly do anything I want, as long as I stay persistent and, most importantly, try. My first piece of advice for all of you is you can accomplish anything you set your mind to through hard work. Now, I never thought something as simple as a name could also be considered a setback. I never considered the fact that having 4 names on my attendance roster instead of 2 was such a bad thing. My name has been completely butchered beyond the point of recognition more times than I can count. My personal favorite was when a sub-sophomore year called me Rodo. I don't know where they got that from, but that's not what hurt. What hurt were the comments that followed. The comments like, normal people don't have names like that. And who could forget all the times I heard comments about how people like me wouldn't amount to anything because of my ethnicity. The painful days where jokes made me feel less than. The days where snide comments and stereotypes made me insecure. The only days in my school experience where I would choose to be silent. I am here today to reintroduce myself as Rocio Guadalupe Sanchez Salcido, and I am proud of my unique name. And to anyone who has ever felt less than for being different, it is our differences and unique traits that make the world a more beautiful place. For example, if theater is your passion and what you are best at, that is amazing. And if math is your passion, that too is amazing. Our generation will transform the world by focusing on inclusion, cooperation, and celebrating the beauty in our individual uniqueness. So back to the story of my name. What I want that takeaway here to be is how we react to the haters, and how to react is by not caring. Life advice number 2 comes from Queen Bee herself, Beyonce. Keep your eye on your intention. Don't let any outside distraction or your own insecurity stop you from your goals. I could have easily let the mean comments and stereotypes push me down and cause me to lose faith in myself, but I never gave them the power to. You can't let what others think blind you from what you have to do. My fellow graduates, this year has been rough, but it has also given us one of the greatest tools we need to succeed, and that is grit. Grit allows us to persevere, improve as individuals, learn from our mistakes, and most of all, become resilient. We are leaving high school having survived a global pandemic. Allow yourself to feel the pride and accomplishment of this amazing moment. You deserve it. Class of 2021, I know you will all find success. Just please remember to believe in yourself and don't let the opinions of others define how that success will look like. Thank you and congratulations. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. And now to present the class of 2021, the principal of Marana High School, Dr. David Mandel.
Oh, what?
That was awkward.
All right. Hi, everyone. The senior class sitting in front of you has accomplished a great deal as Marana High Tigers. Tonight, it's my pleasure to share just some of our students' accolades and awards, and soon after, we'll bring them across the stage as they take another important step towards adulthood. So this is the part where I get to share your brags. So in fine arts, our seniors were part of a cast who put on a musical during a time when only 50% of them were on campus at any given time. 31 seniors have completed a total of 38 industry certifications from the fields of auto, agriculture, criminal justice, culinary, dental, drafting, and EMT. In FFA, our seniors placed first, second, third, and fourth in various competitions at FAIR, and they helped earn the distinction of a silver chapter. In automotive, our graduates earned 28 ASE certifications and placed in the top 5 teams in the UTI Top Tech Challenge. And it's fine to applaud after these. There's more. In HOSA, 2 seniors took first place in competition. In academic decathlon, seniors led the team to a 3rd place overall at regionals. Seniors won 4 individual medals at regionals, including a 1st place and 3 2nd place awards. We have 5 seniors enlisting in the Army, Marines, and Air Force, and all will serve our country with pride. On to athletics. Our football team had to have a shortened season this year, and our seniors helped lead the team through these dramatic changes. 4 of them will be playing at the university level and earn scholarships. Our cross-country team sent a senior to postseason competition, and 2 seniors will compete in collegiate athletics. Our girls volleyball team made the state playoffs, but was forced to quarantine and were unable to compete. 1 senior from this team will play in college. Girls golf sent 1 senior to the postseason, and 1 senior will play golf in college. Our swim team sent a senior to postseason competition. Boys and girls wrestling sent a senior to the postseason. Boys and girls basketball each have a senior who earned a scholarship to play at the collegiate level. Girls soccer will have a senior playing at the collegiate level. Girls softball made it to the playoffs and will send 8 students to play at the collegiate level. And boys baseball made it to the playoffs and will send 2 students to play at the collegiate level. Girls tennis sent a senior to the playoffs. And track and field sent seniors to the postseason in both track and field events. So to prepare for post-secondary education, 45% of our seniors completed their FAFSA by May 7th, which is a rate that's equal to where our previous 2 graduating classes ended. And there are still more of you who will apply for FAFSA in the coming days and months. This class took more ACT, SAT, and AP tests than any other class before it, and we have 16 seniors who are AP scholars. Hundreds of dual enrollment credits were earned at PCC and U of A, which equates to thousands of dollars in free tuition. 67% of you have enrolled in post-secondary education as you leave high school, and 2 will be attending Ivy League universities. So this next one is a big one. This senior class has been offered $11.5 million to attend colleges and universities. And not to compare, let me share this, not to compare, this is almost double the amount earned last year and has set a new record for Marana High School. So this is the part where I get to talk at you for just a little bit. So it goes without saying that you seniors have had a tumultuous year, one that's shaken the internal compass of just about everyone who's here this evening. And by that internal compass, I mean that beacon that lays out in front of you, which helps you set your goals, plot a path forward, and gives you a beam of light in the darkness. I want you to take a moment, and I want to take a moment and share what I've observed about your compasses as a class. So direction on a compass is determined by physical forces, but one's personal compass, I think, is more directed by emotion and sensation, forces that in many ways are equally powerful to the magnetic fields of the earth. Needless to say, there were many emotions and powerful forces felt by everyone in that year 2020. So grief comes to mind as something that we all felt and had to work through during this year. Grief shook our compasses, and our reaction to grief has helped shape the new direction that we each emerged with. Our understanding of grief as a set of stages that a person moves through to the final phase of hope is common across cultures and experiences. So I asked our visual arts teacher, Mrs. Deneau, I asked her what painting she felt symbolized grief, and she surprised me with Starry Night by Van Gogh. So in the foreground of the painting is a large cypress tree. It's up there, all right. It's a large cypress tree, and it's dark and contrasts with the wispy stars and sky. That tree is a sign of despair and grief, sharing how isolated Van Gogh felt while in the hospital as he painted this painting. If the tree is despair, then maybe the stars in the sky are what we yearn for, what comforts us. Seniors, I think you've been really skilled at seeing the stars and not feeling trapped in that tree. I can't tell you the number of times that I hear adults say, I just need this year to be over. They stop there, exasperated and exhausted, thinking about their desire for recovery, and they aren't wrong. But I think so many of you, unlike so many of you, the scariness, uncertainty, and feelings of loss trapped many people in the tree, unable to get comfort from the stars. Now, I'm not trying to compare one person's groups or loss to anyone else's, but class of 21, what I've seen from you makes me think that you have seen the stars even through the darkest of times, and the results that I shared just before are my evidence. I missed out on getting to spend time with you during your senior year, but listening to the senior speakers this evening, I'm brought to a deeper understanding of just how brave, adaptable, and hope-oriented you have been. It strikes me you found hope early on and yearned for what's next in your lives instead of trying to recover what's lost. What's next for you is a result of incredible tenacity and demonstrated courage, Many of you have been working to earn wages for your futures or present circumstances. You've applied to scholarships in colleges, completed certifications, and competed on courts, pools, courses, tracks, and fields. You adapted to ever-changing bell schedules, expectations, privileges and experiences were taken away and then partially returned, and all the while you Zoomed, entered Google Classroom, and came back to campus with an intention that I don't know we fully understood. While many adults have felt like we needed to rescue you from the tree, you had already left for the stars. Where will your compass direct you next? You've demonstrated already how sure-footed you can be and how direction-oriented you are. You've shown that you care for those around you and you can manage upsets and the downs of life in ways that I don't know many of us could have imagined. My request of you as you leave us today is jump from the tree and enjoy the stars. The stars that lay before you are innumerable and undefined, but you have to leave the tree to find them. You're ready and able, and we all look forward to the futures that you will create. So before we bring you to the stage, I want to take you a moment and thank your parents and families for sharing you with us this year and all the other years you were in Marana schools. I can speak on behalf of all the MUSD staff here tonight and say we've truly enjoyed working with your children. Members of the board, Dr. Streeter, parents and friends, I'm pleased at this time to present to you Marana High School's graduates of 2021, and I certify they've completed the requirements for graduation as established by the Arizona State Board of Education and the Marana Unified School District Governing Board. Will the graduates in the first row rise and please come forward?
Jacob Acuna. Caden Adams. Emily Jordan Affleck. Arturo Aguion.
Do you want to take their picture? Hey, do you want to take their picture over here?
Massimo Almauda. Kelsey Aiken. Camilla Alcantar. Hunter Allred. Brian Alonso. Sophia Altamirano. Abigail Amabiska. Yasmin Amabiska. Heidi Anderson. Megan Arkley. Michael Offmuth. Tomas Ayala. Destiny Baguette. Olivia Bales. Kylie Ann Bailey. Thomas Baird. Mila Barnard. Robert Barth. Cameron Basaldua. Cole Bauer. Jacqueline Becerra Fernandez. Jaden Beck. Marlene Bedoy. Jacob Bernhard. Sarah Blankenship. Benjamin Bordelon. Donna Bossert. Tatum Boyack. Morgan Bradley. Thomas Brainerd. Maxwell Brent. Elijah Brewster. Clarice Brooks. Chelsea Brown. Sierra Brown. Brianna Buckley. Robert Berger. Adrian Bustamante. Brandon Butler. Tatum Caldwell. Cheyenne Callahan. Linnea Calvin. Maria Mercedes Campa. Mateo Campos. Alyssa Canales. Christiana Solis. Chiara Chifino. Nicholas Chimera. Eli Christian. Autumn Clark. Jonathan Clower. Rihanna Claiborne. Brianna Collings. Quaid Kamaduran. Raven Compton. Kylie Cook. Kaylee Cooper. Mia Coronado. Charlton Corey. Jack Culberson. Ryan Cummings. Haley Corinne. Kirsten Dowie. Hannah Darby. Colin Davis. Elisanette de la Cruz.
Brevin Dean. Jacob DeBellis. Carson Delano. Carlos Delgadillo Lopez. Isabella Delgado. Jordan Dimler. Raquel Diaz. Christian Diaz Chavez. Olivia Dodge. Chris Dominguez. Michael Dawn. Sarah Downing. Jacob Drow. Ingrid Duerte. Anne Dunn. Darren Dyer. Elizabeth Eck. Cameron Elmer. Emily Espinosa. Jolie Esplin. Michael Evans. Nicholas Evans. Joseph Facio. Luke Fager. Sorry, Luke. Skylar Feel. Mackenzie Fenton. Thomas Fearstock. Ashley Fields. Caitlin Fish. Taryn Fleming. Samantha Flynn. Jeremy Ford. Haley Fordall. Jonathan Foreman. Ethan Forrester. Duncan Fouts. Owen Frejo. Elijah Freyson. Esperanza Galindo. Haldiel Gomez. Ariana Garcia. Ariella Garcia. Dylan Gard. Lydia Gary. Emily Gothier. Michaela Gladden. Kira Glassy. Mia Nave Gomez. Vanessa Gomez. Elena Gonzalez. Raiden Gonzalez. Bailey Graham. Dexter Gran. Owen Graney. Jack Griever. Elidia Grijalva. Alexandria Gutierrez. Dahlia Has. Porter Hall. Chase Hamilton. Jenna Han. Delaney Harkins. Devin Harkins. Alexia Hart. Cameron Hatch. Saidi Hemingway. Joshua Hendrickson. Jessica Hernandez. Nicolette Hernandez. Deja Hill. Grace Hill. Jonathan Hindman. Adam Hoover.
Anthony Horodecki. Eliana Horowitz. Tiernan Hughes. Kayla Hunt. Alexandra Irene Husted. Francisco Diego Ibarra Urbina. Samantha Ann Jackson. Wyatt Jenkins. Alexander Jimenez. Colin Johnson. Arthur Jordan Monson. Sophia Justice. Mia Kazemi. Ethan Kern. Nefertiri Elizabeth Kesterson. Madison Nicole Kimball. Isaiah Clowens. Andre Koplik. Zarin Khan. Dylan Kyle. Spencer Lawman. Caitlin Lawler. Adrian Ledesma. Michael Demetrius Llewellyn. Anthony Nguyen Lewis. Lola Lindberg. Lorelei Lindstrom. Alan Lopez. Joshua Lopez. Lorena Lopez. Alyssa Marr. What did I miss? Just reading from the list. What's your name? Savannah what? Loveless. Savannah Loveless.
My name's Orlando.
Orlando what?
Orlando Madrid Collins.
Orlando Madrid Collins. Okay. Alyssa Marr. Collins Mayo. Christian Manus. Rocco Mangialardi. Joshua Mansfield. Alexia Cristal Marquez. Augustine Martinez. Gerardo Martinez. Manuel Martinez. Chase Stevenson Mason. Kaylin Matthews. Riley Matthews. Peyton Madison. Nola McAllister. Faith McFarland. Jesus Eduardo Mejia Zabala. Devin Menji. Leilani Merkel. Dylan Merrill. Nathaniel James Meddy. Joe Macronis. Brianna Sky Miller. Carson Lee Miller. Matthew Miller. Sierra Aurora Mills. Rose Miranda. Joshua Miranda. Katrina Mitchell. Ashley Monson. Danitza Moreno. Diego Armando Moreno. Sarah Marie Moreno. Emma Hanna Muizinovich. Nathan Mark Moncrief. Sedona Murphy. Lena Noggle. Jaden Terry Nelson. Dorian Newberry. James Newton. Vanessa Marie Noriega.
Diego Nuno. Shantanese Ochoa. Zachariah Ofstedal. Zaida Olivas. Jordan Olson. Jade Lorena Ortiz. Quentin Park. Taylor Paris. Oh. Carlisa Para. Taylor Paris. Carson Perry. Dia Patel. Joshua Patno. Romney Patton. Veronica Payne. Morgan Peabody. Chate Pierce. Ethan Peterson. Tyler Peely. Arsenio Perez. Ashlyn Perez. Charlotte Perkins. Robert Perkins. Scott Peterson. Banyan Pierce. Jada Pina. Anthony Portillo. Brendan Powell. Travis Powell. Grant Price. Molly Proper. Kira Prosser. Melissa Pruitt. Gabriel Quintana. Hannah Quintero. Michelle Ramos. Asher Ramos Ovid. Blake Ramsett. Noah Rasmussen. Elijah Reeves. Molly Reynolds. Gabriel Ridenour. Carrie Riggs. Christian Racones Vega. Marina Rivas. Bailey Rivera. Patrick Robb. Julisse Robeson. Jesus Robledo. Emma Roach. Isaiah Roebuck. Abigail Rollins. Vincent Romo. Marcario Rossetti. Sarah Ann Rostenhausler. Layla Abbasia Rouhani. Jens Roylance. Jasmine Ruiz. Morgan Ruiz. Scott Ryan. Gabriela Salazar. Jocelyn Salcido. Manuel Sanchez. Santos Sanchez. Aglae Sanchez Garcia. Rocio Guadalupe Sanchez Salcido. Jose Sanchez Tanaco. Zubri Sanchez. Augustine Santa Cruz. Jesus Santiago. Christine Santos. Shania Santos.
Cole Sardison. Juliana Gabrielle Sarte. Ruben Schiffer. Samuel Scow. Kohler Shute. Elijah Scott. Wyatt Scott. Xavier Serrano. Taylor Sherrill. Kaylee Sherry. BT Tawa. Heather Seeger. Hannah Singer. Madison Squat. Kennedy Slutz. Patricia Smith. Tyler Smith. Alondra Solis Lopez. Daniel Sosinski. Celeste Soto. Tomas Soto. Kirsten Sovereign. Jacob Sowards. Hunter Spicer. Jeremy Stahlkopf. Aaliyah Stewart. Bryce Surratt. Xavier Tyson. Corissa Talad Ntiwa. Austin Taylor. Zachary Taylor. Paul Thompson. Carissa Tittle. Juliana Torres Salazar. Michael Trail. Josh Iwachita. Cameron Twitty. Serena Oy. Macy Valdez. Amy Valencia. Maya Van Buskirk. Howard Van Dynes. Jesus Velarde. William Verdugo. Allie Verts. Kiana View. Kyra View. Greg Ward. Oscar Ward. Andrew Weaver. Jamie Webb. Natalie Welch. Kiara West. Haley Weisel. Zane Wildman. William Wilkinson. Cassidy Williams. Keenan Williams. Nicholas Williams. Seven Williams. Trinity Wills. Layla Wilson. Emily Wood. Dirk Workman. Madeline Whirl. Kira Wright. Megan Young. Meryl Zadarecki.
Wow, this year has really been something else, hasn't it? We had the last few months of our junior year and almost all of our senior year stripped away. We almost didn't get a prom, a graduation, or any of the other traditional high school events. Some might remember this year and talk about how bad of a year it was, how they would do anything to get a better normal year. Instead of that, I just have one word to say about all these crappy things that have happened. Good. Good. I don't say good because I didn't want to have a normal senior year with the typical high school experiences. I say good because when things are going bad, there is going to be some good that comes from it. Didn't get your dream job? Good. More time to improve. Got injured? Sprained your ankle? Got beat? Good. You learned. Surrounded by people who think less of you for whatever reason? Good. You now have the opportunity to prove them wrong and prove your worth. Unexpected problems. Good. You now have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get bummed out. Don't get stressed. Don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, it means you've still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, and come back at life with everything you've got, and you'll be a force to reckon with. These are the words from Jocko Willink. If you aren't familiar with Jocko, he's a former Navy SEAL and is one of the most ruthless men to ever walk this earth. If you haven't heard of Jocko, or you haven't listened to any of his podcasts, I highly recommend that you do so. But that is not the point that I'm trying to make. This year, amidst all the struggles and the frustrations, there has also been an immeasurable amount of good that has come. I have made connections with some of the most amazing people I've ever met. I think I speak for most of us when I say that it is thanks to all the people around us who make all the unexpected troubles of life bearable, especially in recent times. Parents, friends, teachers, and coaches, I am so appreciative of you, and you hold a very special place in my heart. No amount of words could ever amount to the gratitude I have for you. When trying to compose this speech, I tried my best to avoid the typical topics that you've listened to 100 times. My goal is to leave you tonight pondering the ideas that I am speaking of. Whether that be on your way home tonight or in 5 years from now, when you're on your own in search of guidance. The next idea happens to be another philosophy that comes from yet another Navy SEAL. You may have heard of David Goggins. David is one of the most mentally tough people alive. He is ruthless. He is relentless. He will stop at nothing to complete his mission. Those of you who have heard of him or seen his videos can see how hard he works, and that makes him a borderline psychopath. It appears as though there isn't a single soul who could ever outwork him, and quite frankly, I would highly doubt that there are many that can. He lives his life by a concept he came up with. He calls it taking souls. Taking souls is about being so mentally dialed in and so relentless in your chase for greatness that no enemy or obstacle could possibly deter you from achieving those goals, whatever they may be. It means that if anything or anyone even tries to compete with you, you will destroy them so thoroughly that you will take their soul with you. Nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is ruthless and relentless. There isn't a simple switch that you can flip to become one who takes souls. This is a trait that you have to develop and work on with yourself day in and day out. If you want to be the best at whatever it is that you aspire to be, you have to be willing to do the things that nobody else is even willing to do. For athletes, this may mean getting up before the crack of dawn and throwing on those running shoes to run 10, 15, 20 miles to improve your endurance. For students, this may mean dedicating hours outside of class to develop skills and techniques that will work best for you and make you as successful as possible in the classroom. This stuff is difficult. Just making the decision to get out of the bed in the morning can seem almost impossible. It is much easier to close your eyes again and go back to dreamland. If you're okay with mediocrity, sure. Close your eyes. Let that voice inside of your head dictate your life. But if you want to achieve greatness, it starts with making the conscious decision to be the best that you can be each and every single day. And you know how this begins? It begins with commanding your body to get out of bed in the morning, ignoring the voices in your head that are yelling at you, screaming at you, giving you every possible excuse to stay in bed. Learning how to silence these voices and take charge of your own soul are the first steps to conquer your mind and taking others' souls on your way to greatness. But even after all the hard work, all the blood, sweat, and tears, you will still fail. Failure is inevitable. But never let failure discourage you from continuing to push to be the best version of you that you can be. Never let up. Never slow down. Be relentless on your journey to greatness, and you will start to realize that you can begin to find answers to the big question that is, what are you capable of? Whether or not you take the reins to achieve greatness and success is completely up to you. Just know that I am rooting for you and always remain humble and kind. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you. All right, will all the graduates please rise? All right, it is now time to move your tassel on your caps from right to left. It is my honor to present Marana High School's graduating class of 2021. Seniors, you may throw your caps. Yeah.
today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now.
Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You said one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. One love, we get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care. Did I disappoint you? Or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love, and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. Whoa. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head? Did I ask too much, more than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all I got. We're one, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, now we're doing it again. You say love is a temple, love a higher love, love.
secure. Every day is such a perfect day to spend along with you. I will follow you. Will you follow me? All the days and nights that we know will be. I will stay with you. Will you stay with me? Just one single tear in each passing year. With the dawn, oh, I see so very clearly now. All my fears are drifting by me so slowly now, fading away. I can say the night is long, but you are here, close at hand. Oh, I'm better for the smile you give. And while I live, I will follow you. Will you follow me? All the days and nights that we know will be. I will stay with you. Will you stay with me? Just one single tear in each passing year there will be. Follow you, will you follow me? All the days and nights that we know will be. I will stay with you. Will you stay with me? Just one single tear in each passing year. I will follow you. Will you follow me? All the days and nights that we know will be. I will stay with you. Will you stay with me? Just one single tear in each passing year. I will follow you.
Moving forward, using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't